So we bring in the consensus pick for Coach of the Year, Indiana's Teri Moren. How did you receive the news?
I got a phone call from Ryan Sheets, our sports information guy, and he shared the news with me. And obviously, this is way bigger than me. It's a team award. It's a staff award. The thing that I've managed to do, Lisa, is just surround myself with terrific people that are all willing just to come in every day and roll their sleeves up and go to work. And so, we're going to accept this on behalf of our team and our staff and just the incredible amount of work that we've done thus far. And we have a lot of basketball ahead of us, but we're really looking forward to this week in Indianapolis.
You mentioned team, I think, 5 times in that answer. So let's talk about what this team turnaround has done. You finished 12th in the Big Ten last year, only won 4 games in conference play. This year you finished 4th, getting 20 wins. That's the most in conference, 12 of them in the Big Ten, obviously, and then going undefeated at home. How did that turnaround happen?
Well, I think it's important that everyone realizes that sometimes you have to lose with a group before you can win with a group of young people. And we did our share of that last year, and we are in the building process of our culture and what we want our team and our program to look like and be about. And so we just got to spend some really intentional time with our players over the summer, whether it was over at my house or whether we just were in Cook Hall and focusing just on the Hoosiers getting better. And that went a long way. And that was something that we didn't have, when we got here a year ago, was just the time well spent with our group. And we got to know each other, I think, on a personal level, which was just an incredible experience, I think, for all of us, and just helped with how comfortable we were with each other. Our players have managed to just hold each other accountable and know that it's all in love, and it's not to make anybody feel badly. It's about wanting to have success, and that's what's been so special about this group.
So you're having those moments, whether it be in the summer or whether it be in the preseason, and Teri Moren is talking to her team about expectations. What, if I was a fly on the wall, what would I have heard you tell this team before the season started?
I think the most important thing we told them was every day our goal is to be better than we were the day before. And we never set a limit, a number of the number of games we wanted to win or where we wanted to end up in this thing. Because I think sometimes when you put numbers on things, you limit yourself. And I never wanted to limit this group. I just knew that there was something that was special about them in the way they interacted with each other. And then, again, the comfort level that we had as a staff, we had with our players. I knew that this group was destined to do something special. No one is more excited for this group of young ladies than their coach.
Yeah, well, that coach is in her 2nd year, and I'm curious, the one thing that you maybe talk to yourself going into this season, the non-negotiable for you as a head coach, you had to make sure you did what with this team?
Well, I had to make sure that they understood, what we were going to be about. We have 8 core values that we live by every single day, and we've posted them throughout, in our film room and in Cook Hall, and a lot of it, all of it starts with we. We're gonna be the best communicating team in the Big Ten, and we're gonna hold each other accountable every single day. And whatever decisions we make, we're gonna make them for what's good for the group. And I could go on and list them, but everything was about buying into the we factor, never becoming about one person. It's a process, and we're still building this thing, but we're headed in the right direction, and this group has been a group that, I've said it before, has just really been excited, and they've fallen in love with each other having success, and it really hasn't mattered who scored the points or who's gotten the rebounds. It's just been about us and how we go about our work and getting the victory and continuing just to build the program and going in the direction that we're going right now.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I think I heard in your post game over the weekend that you had standings written on your locker room board in the locker room, so the team was always aware of where you guys stood. Is that correct?
Well, what's interesting about that is I had nothing to do with that. That was those players, and they did that. That's their safe haven. I tried not to go in their locker room very often, but you know, that was all they're doing, and they were paying attention. And a lot of kids, you know, they want to see the big picture, and so they drew the big picture on their erase board down where they could see it every day, and you know, that's something that I'm proud of because again, I didn't have anything to do with that.
You played at Purdue. I'm told that you were a fan of Indiana before that.
I was. You know, I grew up in southern Indiana, so if you grow up in southern part of the state, you grow up an Indiana fan. And I've said this before. You know, the Moren family, we did three things, or two things really, on three things on Sunday afternoon. We went to church, we had lunch at my grandmother's house, and then we sat and we waited. We watched the Bobby Knight show, and then we waited for Martha the mop lady to come on and get us ready for the Hoosiers. And so we watched Sunday afternoon was spent watching the Indiana Hoosiers and Bobby Knight, you know, play basketball.
Tough to top that kind of Sunday. What's the best part about being the head coach at Indiana?
Well, it's just I'm around incredible people every day, and that's what makes it so special. You know, all this other thing, you know, what we're doing here and building this program, you know, it's been an incredible journey thus far. We still got an awful lot of work to do, but the kids that you know, I get to be around and I get to coach, and our staff that I get to work with every day, and you know, working just, you know, for Fred Glass and his administrative staff, in the support, and the other coaches, you know, in this league. I'm across the hall from Tom Crean every day, and I get to see the job that he does. It's just an incredible place to be and work, and I just love the people that I work with.
Finish this sentence for me. It takes blank to make a turnaround happen.
Resilience, belief, all those things, you know. I could probably name a lot, but just the belief, and I would say this too, I would say the love that you have to have for each other in that locker room. I think that can go a long way for your basketball team.
Teri Moren, the consensus Coach of the Year on both the media and the coaches' side. We really appreciate the time. Thank you.
Thanks, Lisa. I appreciate it.